Hey everyone, Wes O'Donnell here, veteran of both the U.S. Army and the U.S. Air Force, and proud graduate of American Military University. Welcome to the SitRep, where we cover the top 5 military news stories of the week, curated from our favorite sources at Defense News, Military Times, and Military.com. Links to the sources in the description. We've got a lot to cover, from new policies and basic training for the Air Force to significant changes in global security. Let's dive right in. Our first story this week comes from the Air Force. Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force, Joanne Bass, announced that the Air Force is considering giving new recruits real rifles during basic training. Currently, the airmen train with simulated weapons, but the move toward real firearms aims to better prepare recruits for modern warfare. The goal is to align Air Force training more closely with other branches like the Army and the Marine Corps, where real weapons are standard issue in boot camp. This shift, if approved, could mark a significant upgrade in combat readiness for Air Force recruits. Big news from the Navy. Sailors can now opt to receive their basic allowance for housing, BAH, based on where their dependents live rather than their duty station. This change is a huge deal for sailors who may be stationed far from their families. With the new policy, they can now choose to leave their families settled in one location and still receive housing compensation for that area. This provides much-needed flexibility for sailors balancing family life and military commitments like long cruises and long deployments. Next up, the U.S. is finalizing $567 million in security aid to Taiwan. In international news, the U.S. is close to finalizing a $567 million security aid package for Taiwan. This aid includes weapons and equipment, and it's part of ongoing efforts to bolster Taiwan's defense against potential aggression from China. This package is the largest of its kind to date and is expected to strain already tense U.S.-China relations. The move is seen as critical in maintaining a free and open Indo-Pacific region, as Taiwan is a key strategic partner for the United States. Next up, Boeing ousts defense chief amid company turmoil. Over in the defense industry, Boeing has made some major leadership changes. Ted Colbert, the head of Boeing's troubled defense sector, is out as the company faces challenges ranging from delays in production of key military aircraft to mounting financial pressures. Boeing is under increasing scrutiny for its handling of defense contracts, and this leadership shakeup is seen as an effort to stabilize its defense division. It's a significant move for one of the world's largest aerospace companies. Finally, a troubling report on veteran care. Although the PACT Act has provided millions of veterans with expedited compensation for illnesses related to toxic exposure, many veterans exposed to environmental hazards during their service are still waiting decades for recognition from the Veterans Affairs. The report finds that veterans who served in locations with known toxic hazards like chemical exposure often wait an average of 31 years before receiving compensation. Now, this delay has left thousands without critical support for their health conditions. And that's it for this week's top military stories. Everything you need to know in bite-sized format right here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay informed on the latest military news. I'm Wes O'Donnell for American Military University. Stay alert, stay alive, and stay frosty.